All right, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. Appreciate your time. And wanted to break down here a quick trade that I took today on Nasdaq. Actually, I'm going to show you here right quick. Actually, I did took a couple of trades, but based on ICT, I actually took two positions. One was a break even. I literally took zero. I did not take any partials, any profits at all. Although I'll show you, I'll break it down for you. And gold, yes, I actually had to cut losses today on gold, even though it's still in the fight. Let me actually bring it up before I go onto that Nasdaq. Look at this thing. Let's go on gold here. Hey, look at this. So this this trade, I was predicting this move, and it was actually this push to the upside. I entered right here, and then all of a sudden I see this big force going against me, and I caught losses. That's why I say caught losses. Just close the position when price was going against me. But look at where price is right now. Right, it's actually going my direction. That's what it is. The stop loss would have not get ran through, right? The price just scared me right there. So I chicken out, I close because I saw that aggressive movement. I saw it was respecting this fair value gap. It turned into an inversion. It did that nasty move, but then it came, into my zone. It would have come back to my break even. I know probably this would have been a break even trade because price taking this liquidity, I'm halfway down already my target. So I know myself, I normally close partials and I move my stops to break even. So the price would have stopped me out on break even. And now continuation. So interesting on gold today. It was kind of nasty. But anyways, just wanted to show you that how is currently doing at the moment. And going on Nasdaq right here, starting on the daily bias, right? Notice how we closed on Friday. Notice how we closed right here. This candle, right? We ended up sweeping two of these lows, these previous lows. We did not sweep this one, but at least we took some of these previous lows, right? Took that liquidity, retraced all the way back up, and closed bullish. So that's kind of like a bullish momentum reversal thing right there. Look at the volume. We started to have to show some volume in the afternoon. It was kind of weird, But at the end before the day ended, in the last 4 hours of the day, price ended up pushing up. Then we open. This is the opening gap, weekly opening gap, right? Notice on Sunday, right, we open with a big gap, and then notice that we actually continue pushing up all night. Asian session, sort of a little accumulation there. But then London, boom, 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 and it just kept going and going and going and going. And I knew my bias was bullish for the day, for today. However, I don't like at all when we push all night, when we go up all night. So Asian session, London session, keep going. Most of the times, by the time New York session will open, it will actually retrace. It will do a retracement. So, potential sales will show up. You know what I mean? So it's difficult to have a clear bias. For me, it's difficult to have a clear bias when all we did overnight was actually go up or down, right? In a bearish scenario. So, anyways, I did try a sale today, which was the break even. So I did try, let me show you here. I did try to sell. I went to the 5 minute. We were tapping a weekly gap, opening gap. So notice, right? This is London session. New York session opens here. This gray zone is it's 8 a.m. right? So New York session opens and it just keeps creating highs. Keeps pushing up until pretty much 9:30. So stock exchange. Once the stock exchange opens, or right before the stock exchange opening, we started to show some selling pressure right here, right? See a little market structure shift, changing the state of delivery. I actually took this sell with this candle right here. It retraced up and tapped into this area, and I was already, boom, taking the sale. So I took the sell, placed my stop loss above, and I was targeting these lows, right? So that candle did close bearish, nicely close right there. So I was thinking, well, it looks good. We are probably going to at least to go to some of these lows. So all I did, I moved my stops to break even. I did not take partials, and next candle came back up, stopping me out on break even. Fine, cool. At that point, remember, I was kind of going against my bias ish, because again, my daily bias was bullish. However, I know that probably sales are going to be coming in a little bit, at least a little bit of sales are going to be coming in during New York, because all we did is push up during Asian session and London session. You see, so this movement over Asian session, London session kind of messed up my bias a little bit. So anyways, I had to try that sell to see if I could catch at least some of the pullback, right? Um, so I went to the 1 minute after I was stopped out in this move. I went to the 1 minute, and I'm seeing the setup now. I'm seeing the opportunity on the 1 minute. And I am not gonna lie again. I don't like the 1 minute. Like normally the 1 minute time frame is very um it's very choppy. Sometimes it gets very disrespectful. It's too much noise sometimes. So I had to play this little internal model. What did I see? You see, this was the move. This was the move that it was actually stopping me out on break even, right? On the first sell that I took, right? This was the move. So as soon as I get stopped out on break even, I switched to the one just to see what's happening right there. And this is what I was seeing right here. See that I'm gonna mark up here 930 specific here, right? This is time and price, right? ICT. That's what ICT does. So we had New York session, little correction right here, and then pushes up. Notice that it left a relative equal low. Double bottoms, double tops are like magnets, right? They most of the times they will get ran through, right? ICT is based on that. This is liquidity right there, right? This is liquidity. So you see, identified. Liquidity was identified. What does? 930 opens, stock exchange opens, price goes low, sweeps this low, it does a pullback, it tries to go higher, but no, it fails and it creates another low one more time. So notice that in this next low, one more sweep to the downside, right? We have another sell side liquidity here taken. Right? After that, this is my favorite, one of my favorite confluences, and that I have to see it. If I don't see SMT, it's probably not going to be a good trade. So it did show up, right? Notice that when price stops right here on Nasdaq, notice S&P actually went a lot lower, and it did end up sweeping that low, right? So S&P is telling me right here that is the weaker pair, and Nasdaq is the strongest pair so far. So price pushed up. What do we have right here based on ICT? You see these two candles right here? This is known as a breaker block. I'm sure you already know. If you don't know, just make sure to watch the playlist that I have here saved for you. I have a ton of videos based on ICT. I've created even a free playlist, a free course, whatever you want to call it. Right here in the top right corner, I'm going to leave you that playlist right there so you can understand and learn all of that stuff, all that goody stuff. So right here, this is a bullish fair value gap. So a bullish fair value gap right here in this case, this imbalance right here. On top of this breaker, it turns into a unicorn, right? This is what's known as a unicorn pattern from ICT. It's a unicorn entry model. So notice what price did. Price actually did pull back. Boom. Notice tapping right here, the zone, respecting it. So I took a shot right there. And my first target was actually right about here. It was actually around 1 to 2. So that was my first TP. Not my first TP, my first target, right? And I decided to leave a runner, which is, hold on, right there. That's where I ended up closing pretty much all the position. Okay, so this was the actual little move right there. I didn't want it to go like much bigger, trying to target higher. No, I kind of wanted to take a 1 to 3 in this move today, at least a 1 to 3, and that's what it did. It was on the 1 minute, which is not my favorite time frame. It's very volatile. It gets very, very volatile, and depending on the day, of course. We also had news today at 9:45. So right here, 9:40, 9:45, right here. This is the news. This candle is news right there. So I was a little concerned. Hey, I took some partials as the price was going on my direction. I took some partials. I didn't put it on break even yet. I was waiting. So price did end up pushing. I was putting it on break even once I saw these two candles closing. That's when I put it on break even, and then continue holding the remaining all the way to the upside. So that was basically it right there. This little internal model, again, I was expecting, probably, to be honest, a much bigger pullback, but I mean, it's so overbought. I guess that's what it is, fear. Ah, look at this. Look at this. Interesting. We're getting out of the extreme fear for the first time in, I don't remember, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, ever since Donald Trump started with all these tariffs. So we're finally out of the extreme fear. And this is actually probably good. So we are most likely going to start seeing more bullish markets from here. I mean, it's my guess from at this point. So S&P 500 as well. Notice pushing up. Notice how bullish it's starting to look. It's been a while since we're not this bullish, and it looks like we're starting to get out of this bearish market. So are we going to be pushing up now from this point, or is this just an illusion? All right, let's see what's going to happen in the next few days. But this is what I wanted to break down for you guys. So if you're down to this point in this video, appreciate your time. Thank you so much actually for being here. If you're looking, guys, if you're looking for a prop firm or a reliable prop firm, I invite you guys to go on the link I'm leaving in the description below. You can use my promo code, and you can get some amazing prices right here for joining in this. It's a very well-known prop firm. It does have some amazing stuff in it. I will be doing this week an entire review. I haven't had the chance yet to make an entire review on this prop firm, but I promise you it will be coming this week. So stay tuned. Make sure to activate your notification bells. I'll be breaking down all of the stuff, all of the amazing stuff this prop firm has, Funded Next, and all the amazing things you can do with it. So again, stay tuned. Video is coming out reviewing this prop firm right here called Funded Next. Hope it makes sense. So thank you guys for watching. I will be seeing you in the next one. Take it easy.